But I think with the talk of sustainability going around the world, there are some people that are rising up to the task and thinking outside the box of just not relying solely on concrete buildings.
My name is Renata Mwinome Kuutiero. I'm studying here at TU as the chair of timber construction and building construction. And I started my doctorate in 2021. What I'm basically looking at is researching into ways in which we can promote sustainable construction in Ghana, because that is where I am from. But I'm looking at the materials aspect, as in how we can incorporate the use of more wood or timber into the construction of our buildings instead of relying solely on concrete. I came to TU mainly because the supervisor or the professor that I found, that we were in tune with the same topic, because I came with the idea of sustainability. I was intrigued about learning more about sustainability. I was able to contact my professor, Stefan Winter. He suggested that he is from the chair of timber, and they look mainly at timber. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I also want to learn more about that too. That's how I ended up here too. So the construction industry is rated as one of the industries that contribute a huge chunk of the carbon footprint to the environment and leaves a huge amount of it. That's why it is important to find other materials that are more suitable to the environment than what we're currently using, that is giving us that huge carbon footprint. So timber is basically, when we say timber, or other people refer to it as lumber, that is basically wood that has been cut down. It's just a material that we can use in our construction industry, mostly because of the benefits it has: energy efficiency, its impact on the environment, and its sustainability. It's a renewable material, we can grow it. That was looking at the educational aspect, and I conducted interviews with experts from the construction industry and then experts from the government bodies.
What my research is proposing, it's not to totally do away with concrete. It's rather to promote a hybrid between these materials, where it's not just using solely concrete for a building, but where you can use a hybrid of these materials, because with timber, we have the option of carbon neutrality, and with less processing, if you're using less processing and all that, you save energy, and also the energy efficiency attached to it, because it's a good insulating material. The perception of the people, it's a huge barrier. The perception of the people as to why they think timber is not a good material to use for construction. A lot of people think timber is not as strong as concrete, which is not true. It's one of the durable materials that we have in the construction. We don't have the needed expertise in Ghana as to how to deal or use timber. So we don't have the people to train us, and we don't have the people with the skills to actually use it. And mostly that's why I also focus in the educational system in my research, where I looked at what was being taught in the universities. How do they teach them about timber? Do they even teach them at all about this aspect of it? And if they do, what do they teach about them? Because even as I interviewed some of the professors, some believe that we couldn't use timber. So if somebody like that is teaching someone else, so it goes on. So I needed to know where the whole perception was coming from, and the people in the country themselves, the indigenous, they don't have a good perception about using timber. But I think with the talk of sustainability going around the world, there are some people that are rising up to the task and thinking outside the box of just not relying solely on concrete buildings.
As per my plan, or what I want to do, I want to work in the industry. I really enjoy the implementation process of what I'm about to research. It would be nice to see it come to reality, not just doing the research about it. I received the stipend from politische, akademische Ausländerdienst, I would say the advantages are you're able to decide your timeline, your whole thesis or like your PhD. You can come with your own topic. I was able to tell my supervisor, this is the area I want to look in. And so that's one advantage you have. So for people applying for scholarships, I would say, first of all, make your mission statement or statement of purpose, make it really clear. Let them know the goals for which you should already have your own goals. And also they need to know that it's going to impact your country. That's why my research is focused on Ghana, because the whole idea is to help develop your country. Academically, you should have really good grades because they also check that. If you want to start a doctoral studies, I think you should read more about it. Don't go in blindly, because then that would give you a false sense of what it's about. There are certain times when you're really genuinely interested in the topic, but as time goes by, your interest in it might decline, and you would need to revisit the reason why you actually started the PhD in the first place. So do your research, be prepared to face challenges, and also know that it's not an easy journey, but all in all, you would make it.